So leg 13 of the Moore's Million Stairs, and it's even more extreme this time, 4.5 miles they've got to go. So Applaud, D. Hinton, Cappuccino, Paul Rhodes, Last House, John's Jumpers, Mysticism, Leon Van Rensburg, Rocky Creek, Kay Minahan, On the Case, Jay Shea, Lebrano, S. Gray, National Sensation, Joshua Sutherland, Debarwi Sound, D. Thompson, Field of Dream, Graham Clutterbuck, Scarlet Ridge, Charlie, Kane Bambo, M. Cairns, Sensual, David Robertson, Zero Moon, Molliette Surfer, Oscar, Paul Fisk, Let It Rip, Alan McDonald, Tunisia, J. Follis, Basford, Bob, P.K. Hill, Silver Fine, C. Clark, Lady Storm, Gavin Houston, Musical Deloraine, Darren Howells, and Winter Blue was D. French. They're off and racing. 4.5 miles. It's Grand National distance, of course, and Applaud likes to go from the front, and he's doing so again today. Applaud from Scarlet Ridge and Oscar, and then On the Case. So those four then have pulled a couple of lengths clear already, and the main body of the field is pretty tightly grouped. Let's hope the jumping's a little bit better in this race than it was last time, as we had quite a few casualties early on in the race. Well, to be fair to the rest of them got round the rest of the race quite well. So it was the first few fences that caught them out, and Oscar is in the lead this time from Applaud and Scarlet Ridge and On the Case. Those four are clear of Cappuccino and Zero Moon, and then Last House, a slow jump by Applaud and a mistake by Zero Moon at fence number 3, with Oscar, Scarlet Ridge together, On the Case and Applaud together, and a bit of sketchy jumping by quite a few of them there, to be honest. I don't think anything made a bad enough mistake to detach itself from its pilot, but they're over this next one, and on the side of the stands they all stream over that one, with Oscar in the lead and Scarlet Ridge in second. I think they're going to have to go around 4 times in this race. So Oscar's got the lead from Scarlet Ridge and On the Case. Then comes Applaud and Last House, Cappuccino, Kane Bambo, Zero Moon, Winter Blue, then Basford Bob and Sensual and Tunisia. Let It Rips after that one. National Sensation follows him, and then comes Musical Deloraine and Mysticism and Silver Fine and Rocky Creek and Debarwi Sound and Librano, Field of Dream and Lady Storm as they take fence number 5. All safely negotiate that one as well, and Oscar takes them along from Scarlet Ridge second. Applaud is third, On the Case is fourth. They're going at a pretty sensible sort of go up for an extreme distance. This will be the joint longest race of the season, I should think, and Oscar has got the lead from Scarlet Ridge in second. Applaud in third, On the Case 4. Last House leads the main pack. Then comes Cappuccino. Let's see how they take this one. And a couple of mistakes towards the rear, particularly from Musical Deloraine. But they're all still standing. Racing past the trees and the water in the background there, you can see as they come to fence number 7. And all right down on his nose there was Scarlet Ridge, and jockey did well to stay on board. But it's Oscar in the lead from Applaud and On the Case. Scarlet Ridge is now back in 4th. Last House has moved up to join that leading group, and then comes Zero Moon, and after that one Cappuccino and Kane Bambo, then Sensual and Let It Rip. And you can see Lady Storm's just the back marker, so they're still pretty tightly grouped, and Oscar is going to take them into the next fence with a long way still to go. Oscar will take them into this one with Applaud and On the Case following. Then a little gap to Last House and Scarlet Ridge. This is number 9. Slow jump by On the Case this time, and Lady Storm wasn't foot perfect at the back, but Oscar's in front. Applaud is second, On the Case is third. Then comes Scarlet Ridge and Cappuccino. Zero Moon is after that one. The grey you can see closest to us is Let It Rip. And here's fence number 10. And a couple of mistakes at the back again there. Debarwi Sound was probably the most serious of them, and that one's been shuffled back to last but one now as they take number 11. And slow jump again by Debarwi Sound, but he got over it okay. And Oscar's in the lead still from On the Case and Applaud as they come to this fence. Oh, and this time Oscar took a bit of a risk with that one. He didn't jump it all that well, and On the Case has now found himself in the lead. So On the Case is in front of Oscar, then Applaud, and then Scarlet Ridge, and then Zero Moon and Last House and Cappuccino as they come past the winning post again, and they have indeed got to come past it another twice. And On the Case will be hoping to be there next time round and the time after, with On the Case and Oscar, with Applaud next, and then Scarlet Ridge, then a small gap to Zero Moon and Last House and Cappuccino. Musical Delarange after that one, and then comes Librano and Tunisia came Bambo, getting a bit closer. Tunisia's after that one. National Sensation is nearer the back than the front as they take fence number 13, and they all jump that one nicely, and we've still got all of the horses standing, which is good to see. And Oscar's in front, On the Case is second, Applaud is third, and Scarlet Ridge is 4. Then there's a gap to Cappuccino 5 and Zero Moon 6 and Tunisia 7. Librano's after that one, and then Musical Delarange, Let It Rip and Came Bambo. Basford Bob is next. Here comes Sensual as they come down to fence number 14, and over that one they go. And we've lost one there this time. It's Scarlet Ridge. He made that mistake earlier on, and he's gone now. Unship the pilot, the horses run along okay, and Oscar's in the lead. Oscar and Applaud are On the Case. Those three clear of Cappuccino in 4th. Zero Moon is 5th as they take fence number 15. And they all stream over that one nicely, so just the one out of the race so far then, with 2 miles still to go, and Oscar's in front from Applaud and On the Case. Tunisia's now moved up into 4th as they take that big fence there. They all stream over that one. There's one being pulled up at the back, that looks like Mysticism. He's calling it quits for the day. That one's out of the race, and Oscar is in the lead. I've got a feeling we might get quite a few horses pull up in the next mile or so. We'll get more pull-ups and fallers in this race. They're pretty safe jumpers, most of these, and Oscar's in front. Oscar's in front from Applaud. Then comes On the Case and Cappuccino and Zero Moon and Librano and Tunisia as they come to fence number 17. And they all stream over that one with the exception of Field of Dream, who got rid of the jockey. So Field of Dream's out now as well. And Oscar's in front from Applaud and On the Case and Zero Moon and Cappuccino and Librano, and then Tunisia, Let It Rip, the grey still going well on the inside, then Musical Delarange and National Sensation as they take fence number 18, and over that one they go, and you can see the 3 at the back just getting a bit detached are Rocky Creek, Dabawi Sound and Lady Storm as they come to fence 19. Take that one nicely, all safely over that one. That'll be the second last, I think, on the next circuit as they come down to this one in front of the stand, and over that one they go, and streaming over that one, no casualties there, and Oscar's in the lead. Oscar from Applaud, On the Case and Tunisia. Just one more time, chaps, and then you can call it quits for the day. One more circuit in this race to go. Oscar's in the lead, Applaud is second, On the Case third, then Tunisia 4, Cappuccino's 5, Musical Delarange is 6, and National Sensation is 7, Zero Moon is 8, and Let It Rip 9. Then comes Librano 10, Silver Fines after that one, and then Sensual and Basford Bob and Came Bambo and Last House has dropped back a bit. Winter Blue is after that one. Then comes Dabawi Sound, Rocky Creek, and finally Lady Storm. At fence 21 they are, and it's Oscar in the lead. Oscar's in the lead now by about a length from Applaud and On the Case. Then comes Musical Delarange, who's made some good progress up into 4th. After that one we got Cappuccino, then National Sensation, then comes Tunisia and Let It Rip, Zero Moon and Librano. Oscar still shows the way then to Applaud and On the Case. Those 3 have been up there in the van right from the outset, and it's Oscar and Applaud, On the Case, Musical Delarange, Cappuccino, Tunisia, National Sensation at fence 22. Over that they go. Lady Storm's been pulled up at the back, and Rocky Creek made another mistake, but it's Oscar. Oscar's now quickly on 3 or 4 lengths clear as he made a break for home a bit soon, though there's still 6 furlongs to go and quite a few fences still to take. Oscar comes into fence number 23, takes it nicely, he's in the lead, he's clear of Applaud in second and Tunisia third, and On the Case is next. National Sensation is getting closer, then Musical Delarange. The field are beginning to bunch behind this leader, but Oscar has got a 4-length lead. He went straight through that one though, and he's still clear in front by about 6 lengths now. Coming out of the package, Tunisia and National Sensation. On the Case is still there as well, and then comes Came Bambo. Applaud starting to drop back a little bit, but there's plenty of chances if they can catch Oscar. Oscar's got a 4-length lead from On the Case, Tunisia, Let It Rip and Librano as they come down to the next. This is going to be fence number 25, I think, which will be the 4th last. It's Oscar comes to it in the lead. stood off it again, but gets away with it. The grey has now switched to the outside. Let It Rip and it's coming through into second. Cappuccino is third. Then Kane Bambo's now on the premises. Lebrano is next as the early leaders drop away. Sensuals after that. They're catching Oscar now. His lead's only a length. Cappuccino comes to challenge him on the outside as they race down towards the third last. It's Cappuccino. Cappuccino takes it up from Oscar. Then Let It Rip. Cappuccino lands in the lead, but Oscar's fighting back on the inside over the third last. Then comes Kane Bambo and Sensual, and then Lebrano. This is still a wide open race. Cappuccino's gone for home now, though, as he comes to the second last. Stood off it, got away with it. Pretty good jump. Oscar's next, then came Bambo and Sensual, Let It Rip, but Cappuccino's in front, racing towards the final fence in this 4.5 mile marathon. And Cappuccino, he makes a mistake. He's gone through the top of it. We lost one there. I think that was Sensual that went, but it's Cappuccino and Oscar. Cappuccino and Oscar. Let It Rip and Kane Bambo. Cappuccino's trying to hold on. They're queuing up behind him, but he's just about going to make it and hold on. I think Cappuccino up towards the line. Cappuccino, brave win. Kane Bambo second. Let It Rip was third. Oscar stayed on well to be fourth. Then came Last House. My voice is nearly gone. Winter Blue Trails in last. Well, that was a race and a half. Cappuccino wins it for Paul Rhodes. Kane Bambo is second. Let It Rip third. And Oscar was fourth.